I'm Jordan Davis, a senior in the AV production class here at Southside High School. And today, Brandon Shields joins me for 3 and Out. First up, we have Union City at Dresden, the top 2 ranked in their region.
Yeah, the top 2 teams in class, not just their region, but the top 2 ranked teams in the entire state in Class 1A are meeting this week in Dresden. It is a region matchup. It's a region championship game for Region 7 1A, but they're 2 undefeated teams. I mean, there's got to be like a handful of undefeated teams remaining across the entire state. I don't have the numbers on that. It's got to be less than 20 at this point. But 2 are meeting. Union City has not lost a regular season game since week 1 of 2013. Dresden has not lost a regular season game since they played Union City last year. So there's a couple of long win streaks on the line in this one. Also, neither of these teams have really been challenged. All of Dresden's wins have been pretty well in hand going into the fourth quarter, and you can say the same about Union City as well, with the exception of one. Humboldt kind of played them close. So Dresden, Union City is going to be a big matchup, going to be a lot of people there. If you're going to go, I suggest you leave about right after lunch to get there.
With Haywood looking to stay in first place, they meet Northside at home.
Yeah, this one's actually a bigger matchup. Northside, they have 1 loss in the region, but if they win at Haywood, they will actually take over first place because they'd have the tiebreaker over Haywood in head-to-head competition. Both these teams are athletic. Both these teams can score a lot of points. Both of these teams are also good at keeping the other team from scoring a lot of points. So there's going to be a lot of hard hitting going on in this game. Probably a lot of chasing down of wide receivers or running backs that kind of break away from the pack. It will be interesting to kind of see in this game, Jordan, just kind of how Haywood bounces back from their first loss of the season. They took on Oakland at Murfreesboro last week, the number 2 ranked team in Class 6A, and Oakland pretty much handed it to them. But Oakland also handed it pretty well to Northside in week 1 this year. So both these teams have a lot to prove, and the winner of this will pretty much control their own destiny when it comes to the playoffs and coming out of this region.
And finally, we have Liberty at South Gibson.
Yeah, Liberty and South Gibson. South Gibson is undefeated overall at 7-0 coming into this matchup. Liberty is undefeated in region play, but they are coming in with a 5-2 record. But when you look at South Gibson's 7-0 record, pretty much anybody who knows anything about South Gibson's schedule knows that the 3 toughest teams that they're going to play over the next 3 weeks, and it starts with Liberty. Their biggest win so far right now is 4-win McNary. I think we all can agree that Liberty, Milan, Dyersburg are a level or 2 better than McNary. Liberty comes in, they're coming off their bye week, so they've had a couple of weeks to kind of heal up, rest up, get their minds right for this last stretch of the regular season. They've already got wins over Dyersburg and Milan, so a win in this game would essentially wrap up the region championship for the Crusaders. So it's a big game. Both teams have a lot riding on this one. This game going on in Medina.
Well, that's all we have for 3 and Out this week. See you later.
See ya.